My name is Aurelia Knox, and the day my grandfather left me $19.6 billion was the same day two strangers walked into the will reading claiming to be my parents, the same people who vanished from my life 27 years earlier. The lawyer's voice stayed calm as he read the final numbers, but the room felt like it had lost oxygen. My hands were cold, not because of the money, but because I saw them standing near the door. My mother looked emotional, my father looked calculating. I hadn't seen their faces since I was a child standing barefoot in a hallway watching them walk away with two suitcases and no explanation. Growing up without them taught me silence before strength. My grandfather didn't spoil me with luxury. He built discipline into my life. Early mornings, responsibilities, lessons about trust and responsibility. He used to tell me, wealth isn't power, it's pressure. Back then, I didn't understand. Now I did. And before I tell you what happened next, if you enjoy powerful emotional stories about betrayal, hidden truth, and unexpected justice, make sure you subscribe now. Because stories like this remind us that silence today often becomes strength tomorrow. After the will reading ended, my parents approached like they had rehearsed it. No apology. No questions about my life. Just negotiation. My father spoke first, calm and confident, saying the inheritance was too large for one person to manage, and that family should share responsibility. My mother added tears, speaking about mistakes and lost time, but her words felt empty, like lines memorized too late. I didn't feel anger. I felt clarity, because when someone disappears for decades and returns the moment money appears, it isn't love bringing them back. It's opportunity. Within days, legal letters arrived. Formal challenges. Accusations that my grandfather had been manipulated, that I lacked experience, that I needed guidance. Their guidance. Every document felt like an attempt to rewrite my past into something convenient for them. But my grandfather had expected this. Hidden inside his legal records were decades of proof. Letters showing he had offered support years ago, offers they refused, responsibilities they walked away from willingly. Not confusion. Not misunderstanding. Choice. Their choice. When those records entered the legal system, everything shifted. The confident threats turned into hesitation. The loud demands turned into silence. Public opinion changed quickly once facts replaced stories. The court didn't need drama. It needed evidence. And evidence doesn't lie. Months later, the case ended quietly. No headlines. No celebrations. Just signatures confirming what had already been decided long before my grandfather passed away. The inheritance stayed exactly where he placed it, with me. But the real victory wasn't the money. It was the understanding that boundaries aren't cruelty, they're survival. After everything ended, I moved to a quiet coastal city where my grandfather's company, Armcrest Global Systems, had its strongest division. I spent months learning operations, meeting teams, studying decisions he once made alone. Nobody treated me like royalty. They treated me like responsibility. And that was exactly what I needed. Years later, I created scholarship programs in his name, helping students who grew up overlooked the way I once did. Quiet children with strong minds and no one standing behind them. Because I learned something powerful through all of this. Some people don't come back because they love you. They come back because you became valuable. And the moment you recognize that difference, you stop waiting for approval and start building your own future.